everybody, I am back. If you see my first video, I just kind of introduced myself. I just wanted to, just give like a little broad introduction to, what I'm going to be doing on my page. But I want to talk about my caregiving experience and all that good stuff, which I'm so happy about. I love embarking on my career thus far. And I also want to incorporate some store hauls, and I want to give you guys reviews on products that I've been using, because like when you quit your job, it's almost like going through a breakup. And when you go through a breakup, what do people do? They just like reset everything. So like you reset your health journey, you reset your mindset. It's like a total reset. So with that being said, I'm like, I have so many things that I feel would be a great contribution to the world. I mean, there's Dollar Tree hauls, which I have one that I would love to like kind of go through with everybody. Like I bought some really cool stuff. So I am thinking that is going to be a vibe. I have, as you can see, I have a new hair color. And you can see too, I'm a curly girl. I'm a natural hair girl. I've been natural for about 5 years, maybe. No, I'm not doing hair on here, but I will show you all things that I used to like kind of get these curls going. It took me a long time to like figure out what this hair was doing. Like I've been natural for a long time, and you see it's short, like, but my shrinkage is short. My hair is all right. Yesterday I had it out. It was like, to my back, a little bit past my back, and that was cool. But I just want to show you some of the stuff that I've been using, and to get these beautiful curls. Okay, beautiful curls going. And then I also want to show you what I have been doing to get this face together. So ever since I can remember, I've always had real bad acne. And these products that I'm using is just to try them. This isn't something that necessarily absolutely worked or absolutely works, but it's been keeping me kind of clear a little bit. So I want to show you all what I have been using. And I also want to show you, like, you don't have to spend like a whole lot of money to be cute. And I know you guys already see this stuff and people are already doing this stuff, but I just want to show you what works for me. So like I said, welcome back to my channel. I am still going to talk about my caregiving journey. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk to you guys while I do my face routine, because this face routine has been keeping me nice and clear. I know my eyebrows, everything looks like out of whack right now because I just decided that I was going to do a video. So I want to show you these new products that I bought. I have not used them all yet, but I plan to use them, and we'll see. We'll reach back on how they're doing. We'll reach back on that. So hang here, and I'm gonna be right back. Okay. So I am back, and I went to get the stuff that I wanted to show you guys. So just yesterday, I went to the Dollar Tree, and I have a bunch of little. Like I said, I went and got my hair colored, and I wanted to get some hair products, and I'm not spending a lot of money on nothing right now. So I wanted to get some hair products. So I went and got this this deep conditioner. And I don't know if you guys can see the name. Can you see that name? I'll tell you the name. It's called Daily Defense. I guess that's the name of the product. It's deep conditioner. It has coconut oil and vitamin E. And those are all the good things, like coconut and oil and vitamin E. This deep conditioner, I will tell you, it works for me. So I started using it maybe a month ago, and I've used it twice. And I used a lot. So like this little bottle right here, maybe get 2 to maybe 3 uses. For me, it was only 2 because I used a lot. But now that I know that it works, Like I may not have to use it as much this time. And now, you know, another thing that my hairdresser showed me is that when you do put conditioner in your hair, you need to like comb it through. And I didn't do that. I just kind of put it on there and I walked around and I was like, hey, you know. But going forward, I definitely need to like put it on, part my hair in sections, put it on and like comb it through and you know, make sure it gets in there. Now, on here it says you only need 3 minutes. It's a 3-minute treatment. So you don't even have to keep it in your hair long. Once you rinse it out, your hair is like butter. So this, I do know it works very well. Okay, so I also went and got this. It's called Salon Selectives. Like that's the brand, Salon Selectives. And it's called Curl Control Curl Stretch Cream enriched with shea butter. I am all about shea butter. Love shea butter. I don't know. I don't know. So I hope you guys can see like the name. It's shea butter. So I am going to use this like when I go to twist my hair up. Which I will not be showing you guys because again, I just told you guys that I am not going to be doing hair tutorials because that is not my lane. Like I know my lane and that is so not my lane. So yeah. But I'm going to see how this works and then I'm going to show you guys. Maybe what I'll do is after I take it out and, you know, do my hair or whatever, I'll show you guys how, you know, how it works and if it works good enough. So that is that. That is the curl stretch cream. And part of me needs something that can stretch the curls because I find that my shrink is ridiculous. Okay, so this is from a brand called Lusti. This is also what I found in the Dollar Tree. It has Argan Oil Curl Wave Twist Shaping Gel. So I only bought this just to try it. It's like, I don't know. See if I can show you. I don't know if this works. I am going to try this out. So like, we'll see. So this I bought, it looks, let me see. Smells really good. It's like gel. See how jiggly? It's gel. It smells great though. So one thing I like about some of these products, and I'll go back to this product too because I don't know if I smelled this one yesterday. This one smells pretty different. It doesn't smell great, but it doesn't smell horrible. So, I mean, we'll see. Maybe with a little bit of this and a little bit of this, you'll smell great. And then I always have to have some styling gel. So, again, it's the Dollar Tree. It's the Lusti brand, and it's olive oil. And this I do use, and it works really, really good. So, this I stand by. So, these two things I know are good because I've used them. Okay, and then I also, since I'm trying to stay with the shade theme, I bought this shampoo and conditioner. So it's called Shea Solutions Deep Moisture Shampoo, Moisturizing Effect, Cleanses, Moisturizes, and Strengthens. So I did get those because, again, I just feel like a lot of this stuff is catering to like natural hair. So we're going to try these out. That'll be the next wash. I'll use that shampoo, I'll use these new products, and then I'll do my twist, and then I'll twist it out, and we'll see, you know, if it's really a go. So, now down to the good part. So, I have been like trying to work on this face. I mean, and I've been working on my face like all my life. My face is so, oh my gosh. Like when I tell you guys, the worst things happen to this face. Everybody looks at me like, oh my God, your complexion is so good. Your face looks so... Yeah, no. If you look closely, like my pores are out. I always break out in some type of sort. I mean, it is terrible. So I'm not a fan of this face, but I try to work on it. So what I do use for the most part, I definitely use this oil-free acne wash. I mean, this is kind of just like what the house uses. And we've been using this for about 4 years. I would say about 4 years we've been using this. And I went to the store one day with a friend after we went to like this salt cave, and we went into Marshall's, and one of the things that I got from that little haul was this vitamin C face cream. And what it says here is this daily moisturizing cream that softens and hydrates the skin on the neck, jaw, and face. Formulated to benefit all skin types. Use regularly to soothe dryness, restore health, and promote a naturally bright complexion. And I will say that I have been using this. So like at night, and I've only been using it at night. I haven't used it during the day, but at night I will wash, get out the shower, wash my face. And then at night I would just put some of this on my face, my neck area. And it feels good. And it's vitamin C. I mean, you can't go wrong with vitamin C, right? And it smells great. It smells like oranges. It smells like summer. But I use it at night because I feel like I accumulate enough oil on my own that I don't need that during the day. So I do use this. This is working really great. Now, back to Dollar Tree. That was from Marshall, like I said, but back to Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree is like leveling up. So they have been coming out with all these like packs of like face masks. So I do use this too. I got this from Dollar Tree. It is brand is Freeman. I don't know what that is, but anti-stress sea salt mud face mask. This is the truth. Like when you put this on your face, you get like this cool feel like you're like at the beach or something. This works really, really good too. I have been using this too, and I'm going to show you guys about that too when I wash my face. Back to this though. So this one is the ginseng and jasmine. I have not used it yet. I might use this one today. I'm not sure yet. And then I have this cucumber, and it has vitamins A, C, and E in it. This face mask. So we got ginseng and jasmine, cucumber, and then we have this avocado and egg white. Now, this right here, I bought this because I'm very curious. I don't know what it's all about, but I bought this because I'm very curious. I hope it doesn't smell terrible because you have to have this on your face for about 3 to 5 minutes. That's 5 minutes of stink. So I'm hoping that this does not stink. So we will get into this, okay? We'll get into this. Going back to Marshall's, okay? I found this New Zealand Naturals. It's called Rada & Co. And it's a 3-stepper. I got 3 things that I use. So I think the first thing is like it's like a toner mist, okay? It's a toner. We got a hydrating and priming. And then we have this Manuka honey and hyaluronic acid. Now, hyaluronic acid was it for me. I'm like, hyaluronic acid? They always talking about hyaluronic acid. So, yeah, give it to me. So, yes, these I'm going to use too because I have been using these to get this face together. That's exactly why my face is like looking kind of bright now. Because it was looking rough. It was rough, y'all. It was rough. So, like I said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to wash my face. I'll talk to you guys while I'm washing my face. So, I'll talk about how I got into caregiving and why it's so important to me. So, let's do that. I am hoping you guys can see me. I had to do a switcheroo. So, the very first thing that I am going to do is wash my face with the acne wash. Because if not anything, I do that first. Because I do that usually in the shower. So I'm going to go ahead and protect my hair, put a cap on, and we're going to wash our face with this. So while I tell you guys how I got into caregiving. Basically, what happened was I was working, and I'll go back another day and kind of tell you guys how all this unfolded. But anyway, I was working at Speedway, the gas station. Does everybody know like Speedy rewards and all that kind of stuff? So I was working at Speedway, the gas station. And while working there, I met so many people because the job that I did was not just like behind the counter. I was literally working as a food stewardess, okay? And this was like the 3rd store that I had worked at, but this was like the best time that I worked there. This store was just like my everything, and I enjoyed all the customers that would come in there, and I had, formed a relationship with them. And food steward basically is the person that, makes sure that all the coffee and food is ready for them in the morning. So my shift was from 5 a.m. to 1 p.m. Okay, so I would have to be there at the crack of dawn. I would get all their coffee, breakfast, and then all the lunch items together. I would get all of that together. That was my job. And from there, you form like I said, a relationship with all your customers because they count on you. They have, make sure they're eating good, drinking good, whatever. So at that time, I have to tell you guys another time, but I went through a really huge situation in my life that ended out really crazy. And I was like broken. And I was like, oh my gosh. So I ended up getting a job at Stouffer's, Stouffer's, Nestle. We have that out here in Cleveland, Ohio. And I was working there. And when I got there, it was a great job. And I was like on my way to getting hired in. All these great things were happening. And something happened where I ended up walking out of there and I quit that job, right? And all of this has a point to it. So anyway, after I walked out of that job, for a few months, I was just working at Speedway. Now, all my life, I've always had 2 jobs, okay? 2 jobs. I've always had 2 jobs. So after a couple of months of me not having, these 2 jobs, I started getting itchy. I'm like, oh, I got to find me something else to do, right? So what I did is I started asking my customers, I started asking my customers at the, at Speedway, like, guys, I need a second job. Like, what do you guys think I should do? Right? So, a lot of them was trying to give me suggestions and all that good stuff. And I'm like, yeah, no, whatever. Because a lot of these people were professional people. You had doctors, nurses, roofing people, police officers, firefighters. Everything you could think of walked in there every day. So, it just kind of seemed right to ask, what did they think I should do? And especially because I had, formed so many good relationships with them. I'm like, let me ask them and see what they think. So, this one lady, I wish I could remember her name. I cannot remember her name for nothing in this world, guys. Anyway, she's a nurse. And she came in and I was asking her, like, hey, I need another job. Like, what do you think I could do? So she's like, I work for this agency, you can, why don't you go up there and apply? And I'm like, in an agency for what? Like, what do I have to do? And she's like, you kind of get people up and get them dressed and get them fed and everything. So I was like, talking about like washing people up, like wiping their butt and stuff like that. She's like, yeah, just like that. I was like, yeah, no, I don't do that. I don't wipe people's butt. I'm not doing it. And for all my working years came from like customer service and factory life and stuff like that. I have never like did that. Okay. So guys, I just want to kind of pause right there and just let you know that I washed my face with the acne wash and I used my cute little face cleaner. I got this for Mother's Day, super soaked about it. So I've been using that and I worked it in for a couple of minutes. And then now I got this sea salt mask on and I will leave this on my face for, it says 10 to 15 minutes. I'm not doing that today. But I'll leave it on until I feel like I can't move my face anymore, right? So right now I'm feeling the cool come through and it feels nice. But anyway, so what she told me was, well, okay, well, if you decide, you let me know. I'm like, cool beans. So anyway, so I told her like, no, I'm not doing that. No, I can't see myself doing that. So she was like, oh, okay, well, you let me know when you want to go up there. So I guess a couple of weeks kind of went by and I was still like looking for a second job. So I'm like, I remember she comes in this one day and she's like, did you go fill out that application? And I'm like, no, because I'm not doing that. And she's like, oh, okay. She's like, well, I just want to tell you this. I only suggested it because I thought you would be really good at it. You seem like you have that bubbly spirit and you seem like you would do good in that job. So that's the only reason why I suggested it. And I was like, oh, okay, well, yeah, no. So I think a couple more weeks passed by. She comes in again and she's like, did you find a second job yet? I'm like, no. She's like, so why don't you just go see about it? She's like, it can't hurt you. You can just go see. And if it doesn't work for you, then you don't do it. So I'm like, there's no hurting in that. So I'm like, cool, let me just go up here and see what's up. I think I might have went there on a Wednesday. Okay, so my face is starting to get a little tight. I'm gonna wash this off now. But I went up there on a Wednesday. I filled out the application, and it really wasn't even like an interview. I feel like they gave me all my W-4 papers and everything. They were having, like I was hired. I didn't get an interview. Nobody talked to me about like exactly what I was gonna be doing. I just filled out all this paperwork on Wednesday. Came back Thursday, and I watched like a video. And then Friday, I came and filled out some more paperwork. And then by Friday evening, I get a call from this lady, and she's like, I have a client for you. And I'm like, a client? Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is really happening. I am really about to be doing this job. And I was like, I don't even know what I'm doing. Because like, again, nobody told me like what exactly I was going to be doing. But she said it was time. So I'm like, cool. Whatever, right? So like I just washed my face off, and now I'm about to I'm gonna use this. This is that mist I was telling you guys about, so I'm gonna kind of spray it up, you know, and it's like so cool. It feels so great. So I spray my face, a couple sprays, make sure it gets all over the face. I kind of let it dry a little bit, so I'll keep talking. So what I did was, that Monday, I think the client was just coming home from being out of the hospital. So that evening, I think I went. It was during the day, my hours, but they wanted me to come in the evening, come meet her family, and just kind of see what it was all about, right? So that Monday, I get there. So imagine this, the whole day, I'm like so nervous. I'm like, oh my God, I'm starting my first case. This is just going to be crazy. I don't know what it's going to be like. But anyway, I went that evening, found out that the client was a amputee, and it wasn't just she was an amputee. She woke up an amputee. Like, she was in the hospital. She went to the hospital. She went into a coma, got up, and her leg was gone. So it was like the saddest case ever, right? So I'm like, okay, what am I going to do? So the nurse from the agency that I worked for now, she was there, and then I think it was like 2 family members there. And they were like in a rush because it's late, you know, it's kind of late. They're like, okay, so just so you guys know, this is the face serum. This is like the hydrating priming. So I'm just going to put that all over my face. Make sure it hits all of the face, okay? So when I did that, I got there, and they were like in a rush, trying to leave. You know, they was like telling me where everything was at, in a rush, trying to leave. So the lady from the agency, she leaves. And again, no one tells me what to do with this lady. I'm just like sitting here like, is this really happening? Everybody's moving on fast. They're talking around me. Nothing. So finally, her kids leave because they're like, Mom, you're going to be okay. She's going to take good care of you. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know if I'm going to take care of her because I have no idea what I'm doing. So as soon as all the noise was gone, the lady and me were just there looking at each other. And I was like, hey, I'm going to be honest. I have no idea what I'm doing. I said, this is literally like my first day. And no one told me nothing of what I'm supposed to do. And she said, well, listen, I've never had my leg gone, so I don't know what I'm doing either. So we're going to learn together. And I was like, oh. That's what started my whole caregiving life. And just to know, I put the hyaluronic acid on my face. You just put like a drop here, drop here, drop here. And then you rub it in, and boom. That is how I got into caregiving, and that is my face routine. Thanks for watching. Bye.